Hey, I'm going to show you guys another example of how to use expressions in After Effects to connect attributes. In the first example, I showed you guys how to connect the blurriness to tracking amount, and what that did was connect the amount of blurriness with the distance between letters. In this next example, I'm going to be connecting position attributes. Connecting position attributes is a little bit different because the data type is different. I'm going to be connecting two different positions, and that means that I'll be connecting an X value and a Y value because position is defined by an X and Y value. All right. In this exercise called expression pickwhip number 2, I've got something called a beam effect, and look at how I move forward in time. And I'm just going to be animating the beam effect going from side to side. Now when I hit play, this beam effect is going side to side, and that's a position. Look at where my mouse is hovered. There's an X value and a Y value. So that means that the ending point that I just keyframed can serve as a master for another attribute that also has an X and Y value. All right, so let's go with position of this text. I just wrote Option click and Alt click in two different fonts, just to remind you that if you're on a Mac, to activate expressions, you gotta hold Option, and if you're on a PC, hold Alt. The master is gonna control the position of something else, so let me just select one of these text layers and hit P. I'll hold down Alt in order to make sure that this attribute, this position of the text, can follow something. So I hold Alt click, the attributes turn red. That's kind of like taking the red pill. This attribute is now in the matrix. This attribute can be controlled with code. All right, I'm using that analogy from the matrix because once Neo was able to kind of be one with the matrix, he was able to use code to alter reality. So what I'm doing is I'm using this expression pickwhip now and dragging it to the attribute that's going to be the master. That's the ending point. And then pick up the code, as you can see. And one way to let After Effects know that you're done with the code is to click on gray. Okay, now when I hit play, that text is stuck to the end of the beam. And we can do the same thing with the other text. Notice how it doesn't even matter what frame I'm on. I'm going to select my other text layer, hit P for position, Alt click. We see the pickwhip, drag it to the master attribute, click on some dark gray in your timeline, and that's a way to confirm that you're done. Okay, try that out on your own.